So moving in with Aubrie, Brad, and Gabby, at first, I mean, I wasn't really worried. Like, I met Aubrie and Brad for like 2 days in LA, and they were pretty cool. So, I mean, I really wasn't worried. Gabby I've never met, didn't even know she really existed.
Before moving here, I've only met Aubrie and Brad once, and then I moved in like 2.5 to 3 months later. So I guess my only worry would be I'm basically living with like strangers in a sense, because I didn't even know them on social media before then either. So it was truly just first impressions count, and yeah, kind of went for it.
Gabby moved in so long ago. I'm trying to think. I mean, we hadn't lived with like strangers or friends at all as like a married couple. So I think I was just worried in general, like, is she gonna bother me, or would we get along, or
Oh no, I'm bigger than all of you, so I can beat you up. What?
Our routine, since we all live together, I feel like it's ever changing, and that's something that we tell them or anybody that we hire, or that we've hired in the past as like assistants / just like that work really closely with us. There are so many moving and changing parts of all of our businesses that their roles are constantly changing. So if you look at like where they came in from and then where they ended up, their jobs have like transformed. But I think what helps in general is just giving them
person. So working from home in general was a huge life adjustment. I've also never been an assistant before, so that was also something I had to get used to, is just like taking on responsibilities as my job, not just to help them, but because like they're paying me to do these things right for them so they don't have to worry about it. That was also like a big stress on me that I had to get used to, I guess.
But I think that we do a pretty good job. I try my best to protect their time whenever it's not something that's like super important that they do that, or I just say, hey, you know, Monday we need to do this. And so it's kind of like they know already before the week starts. But I don't know, I think we do a pretty good job, but I think it's probably more of a question for them to answer than it is for me.
First up is usually Austin or Gabby. I don't know though, it really depends on the day. Cause sometimes Austin's like downstairs, he's already like been to the gym. But then sometimes Gabby's sitting downstairs and she's like having coffee. So it just depends, but it's definitely not Brad and I.
Usually it's me or Aubrie as of late, because I think it's because she's pregnant and so her clock is different, but she's gotten up before me a handful of times.
So Gabby's normally up first every day of the week besides Monday. I am up first on Monday, but then sparingly I'll get downstairs and I will be the last one downstairs. I
would say that Gabby is probably first up in the morning most of the time, except on Mondays. I would say Austin's the first one awake.
Cleanest and dirtiest. Nobody's really like dirty, like actual like dirt anywhere. And everybody seems to pick up after themselves.
I don't know if we're not really dirty people, but like leaving stuff around, like everybody leaves stuff around, you know, like I leave my shoes everywhere, clothes. I mean, the table was just always packed of stuff.
Okay, like, we need, who's the cleanest, who's the dirtiest? We need to like preface this by saying that the cleanest person in the house is Aubrie. However, she's also the person that would leave like a trail of dirt or crumbs or food products behind that doesn't make her dirty per se, but her view is I clean the house all the time, so I'll clean it up when I get to it.
I feel like we're all equally lack in the cleanliness department. Like we all leave stuff out and we all leave messes in the house that others will go and pick up after the other person, and then we'll complain about the person leaving the mess. So I think we're all pretty equal with the level of cleanliness and leaving messes.
Who's always gone? Gabby's pretty much always gone. Who stays out the latest? Nobody stays out super late, but when you look at like the track record, maybe Austin?
I feel like, I guess I'm out the latest all the time because I'm such a social butterfly. I'm not, I'm with Wade all the time, but so I'm out the latest.
Well, I mean, now that Gabby's dating Wade, she's gone a whole lot more than she used to be gone. I would say Austin would have been the always gone before Gabby, but now I would say it's Gabby's the always gone. And she's usually out the latest because if she's staying out with that. But if you're talking about like who goes out on the town and stays out late, like Austin's definitely come back really late. But yeah, it was only once. But Gabby also has just not come back at all. So, you know. What? I hope Gabby's parents watch this. She's a dirty girl.
The night I was definitely Gabby. Ever since she started dating Wade, she stayed out late.
Order and rolls for dishwashing. I would say that in general, I find that majority of the time when I wake up in the morning, the dishwasher's been unloaded. And that's usually Gabby or Austin that's done that. Every night, I don't know why. Maybe it's because when I get high, I just do it. But I literally will load the sink up and I'll put all the dishes in there, which reminds me we're out of dishwasher tablets.
Okay, dishes. I feel like it's just random. We probably should have more of a schedule. But Austin and Gabby, I would say like put away dishes a lot from the dishwasher. And then Brad always starts it at night, usually before he goes to bed. So he'll like fill the dishwasher.
Guys, dishes are tough. Like we don't have like a set schedule of when to do them. I think sometimes we try to, like, I know Austin and I have done them in the mornings because we didn't do them at night. Brad and Aubrie will do them at night sometimes. If nobody does them for like a day, it gets a little touchy.
There's no really set times or roles or anything. It's kind of like if the dishwasher's full and it's clean, unload it. And we use the dishwasher at least once to twice a day. So we like to eat in this house.
Biggest pet peeve that I have from any roommate. Oh, Brad's gonna be like, Aubrie does this, Aubrie does that. Gosh, I don't know. Sometimes I'm super sensitive about people like leaving their shoes on in the house, and then other days I am not. So it just depends on my mood and the day. Sometimes I'm like, take your shoes off. That would be like probably something that I notice most often.
I don't like that sometimes we all can't agree on one show, and then Daddy Braddy picks the show if we can't agree.
I mean, we all like to share food, and you know, that's the rule, is if you eat something of someone else's and you have the last of it, you should replace it. So I guess that could be a pet peeve, I guess. If someone doesn't replace my food who ate it.
Occasionally, Austin eats our bite meals, and I was like, here, Austin, here's the 4 bite meals that you can have on your shelf. And then the mother effer took a different bite meal off my shelf. And it's like, it's kind of like if you've ever had like food that you like are looking forward to, and you're like, oh man, I can't wait to get home and eat this blank, you know? And then you open it up and that blank is gone, and you're like, who ate my blank?
So if there was a zombie apocalypse, Brad would be the one to survive, because Gabby and Aubrie are both going down. That's just like, Aubrie's pregnant, 1. 2, Gabby's just scared of everything. She would just run out into the crowds of them. I'd probably go next, but Brad would give a good fight.
Ooh, not me. I would either die or become a zombie. I think Aubrie would be really good at staying like in shelter.
Probably Brad would survive. Gabby would not. She'd probably be the first off because she gets freaked out. Austin might try, and then I don't know what would happen, but he would just not make it. And then I don't know about myself.
Oh, am I supposed to rank them in order? Oh, I'm supposed to rank them?
So honestly,
I would.
First?
The person who's gonna die first, Aubrie. Like, I'm sorry, but it's definitely Aubrie.
I said that too. I was like, she's pregnant.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like not just the fact that she's pregnant, can't move quick. Like, the girl had a parking ticket the other day from 5 years ago that we got. Literally, the parking ticket preceded my relationship with Aubrie. It was literally on May 20th of 2015, which was the day after we met in person for the first time. So that parking ticket is literally as long as Aubrie and I have known each other.
I object.
Yeah, overruled. Yeah, she would probably like run out of gas somewhere and then like get out of her car and get eaten by a zombie or something. I would just give Gabby, I guess, the slight advantage over Aubrie on the fact that she's not pregnant and she had like a soccer background, so maybe she could like kick him in the face. But she's pretty big poon, so I think that she would be scared and would probably go pretty quick too. So I mean, it's really a toss up between those two, and so yeah, I give Austin the advantage over the other roommates. So we hope you enjoyed the roommate video, getting to know a little bit more about the dynamic of living with, I guess, the Bromlows, Aubrie and I don't know. Or I guess living with Gabby if you care more about how Gabby lives. Or Austin, the elusive, quiet one that no one sees because he's always behind the camera. But like this video because it was pretty funny. Share this video with maybe another married couple that has roommates. You probably know someone, or is it just us?
Probably not.
Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below what's the ideal roommate, and you're worth it.
Do you do the dishes? No? What do you do for this house? Huh? What do you do?
Tell him.
Tell him. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell him.
Maddie.
Who's the dirtiest? Are you the dirtiest? Oh, you are the dirtiest, aren't you? Yeah.